Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be showcasing the 4 new Halloween Part 2 units in Enemy Last Stand. So I got all of them, Glitch Glorious, triple S on everything, no skill tree, no godly lead. I don't have any souls on any of them, so you'll see just their normal damage. I won't be buffing them either, so we'll just see their raw damage. So we're going to start with Zamasu, I think it is Zamasu and Goku Black. I haven't watched that far through Dragon Ball, so I don't know, but let's just start upgrading here. I've seen these guys have really wordy passives, so we're gonna try and go through them quick as possible. So I mean, that attack effect is pretty decent. And then upgrade 5, you can't upgrade and pass upgrade 5 without using this ability, which I think is kind of strange. All right, we're back. So we learned that if you sell it, you can't use it again. So that's a ball of knowledge right there. So let's use this with ability. Oh shoot, that jump scared me. What's happening? I feel like it's oddly quiet, no? Oh, it's too late. They're saying something. They're yapping. I don't know what they said. I was scared because last video I messed up my audio because it was too loud. All right, that was a pretty cool cutscene. I'll never see it because I keep all that stuff off. But let's see this next. I think it's a multi-hit, but I feel like that's a little bit of a downgrade from the last attack. I feel like the other attack looked better, so I'll just keep on ringing. Honestly, the damage looks pretty mid so far. Oh, did I go through these? I don't even think I went through these yet. Okay, let's talk about these real quick. You know what? Actually, no. We're almost at the end of this unit. Let's just go to the end and then we'll talk about all the stuff. That isn't a new attack. I don't know why it's saying that's a new attack. Very interesting. And then you get that new passive. Honestly, stats look very underwhelming at this very moment. So let's look at this, everything. So that we already used. Upon activation, deal +1 multi for every % of damage buffed on this unit times current damage to all enemies in range over 20 ticks. Surviving enemies are afflicted with permanent fear. So basically, if you have a 50% damage buff on your unit, or on this unit in particular, and you use this ability, it'll basically do a 50x nuke in range over 20 ticks, I guess, and apply fear. And it has a 100% cooldown, so it's really quick. So I think that's pretty good, actually, especially if you have a bunch of supporting units. So the first passive, Taunt. Redirect any stuns aimed at allies within 20% of this unit's range to this unit. Each time this unit is stunned via redirected stun after using meetup, apply shred in range and +5% range. +5% damage per second stunned. Cap of +250%. Okay, so this is where the damage is. You need something to stun this unit. After capping, unlock Dimensional Rift. While stunned, deal 10% of current damage per second as tick damage. So this Dimensional Rift, I think I'll just like put up a photo of like what this passive is in the video, because we can't get that in this run, unfortunately. So gain stun immunity. Debuffs applied to this unit are neutralized. Agonizing growth can still proc. That's this thing right here. So it's kind of like a Zenitsu thing where he gets stunned, but he doesn't get stunned. But when he gets stunned, he still gets his buffs for being stunned. You know? all non-boss enemies in range are slowed by 20%, and plus 30% elemental damage versus dark. This is a good support thing, especially if it stacks with like Luffy and other slows, which I'd hope it does. Enemies in range take plus 15% more damage from all sources, plus 1% damage each second a boss is in range. So here's my question: is this 100% damage for all sources like this first part? Because if so, this is an insanely good support unit. Insanely good. And it seems like it could be a good damage unit if you have like something that stuns, like someone like Denji that stuns, because you could get that 250% damage, which could be pretty cool. But does this have a... No, it didn't. Did have a animation on it. I think overall, I feel like it's hard to tell because I can't get like with this team because I'm trying to do it all in one game, not gonna lie. I can't really tell like damage wise, but support wise, he seems like he could be really good, especially with the plus 100% damage, if that is for all sources. All right, let's go on to the next. All right, next we're gonna do Ainz and Albedo. We're gonna upgrade this quick because I don't want to die. Holy effects, what the heck? What the heck? Lots of damage happening here. I've read some of these passives before because I read them and used them while I was grinding the whatever the currency's called. I don't even remember what the currency's called. Evolve. Okay, let's see. The first attack was kind of mid. That second attack is great. What was that? What was that? Wait, what is that? I think, is that one of the spells? Oh my god, there's so much stuff here. We can't even see the like attack because that's that thing. Okay, well, we'll just upgrade all the way. The damage is crazy on this unit, plus 500%. All right, let's just go through the passives and abilities real quick. Upon activation, deal 30x damage to enemies in range. Permanently apply cripple plus negation. What is negation? Afflicted enemies have their elemental resistance removed. That's pretty good. The god of all life is death. That is this last ability. Upon activation, apply decay to all enemies on the map. Enemies killed by decay will respawn as zombies with 250% of King of Darkness's damage stat. Okay. I hear damage and mass health over 600 seconds. If the enemy is hit with decay again, increase the tick rate. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh my god. That's really OP, by the way, if you get it on like Asta. Like that's like insane. I've seen it. You can get that on Wukong as well, I believe. But you can apply it. Dark Wisdom. On placement and on every upgrade, learn one random spell, max 10. So, and if I've counted correctly, there is only 10 spells. So it's just kind of you get all the spells, but it's just random in which order you get them in. Okay, so first one, summon undead first. Every 40 seconds, summon 3 zombies with 25% of this unit's damage. That is kind of trash, I can't lie. Ice Ball. Every 25 seconds, apply freeze to all enemies in range. That's really good. Fireball. Every 5 attacks, apply sunburn. That's pretty good. Acid Arrow. Every other attack, fire an arrow for 125% damage at the strongest enemy and gain poison. So you just gain poison permanently, it seems. And slow, gain slow, self-explanatory. Chain Dragon Lightning. On crit, apply Bolt. 5% local cooldown. His SPA is way longer than 5 seconds, so that's not an issue. Death. Every 75%, every 75 seconds, mark 7 enemies with Extinguish for 30 seconds. Okay. Extinguish is pretty good. Grasp Heart. The first time a mini boss / boss enters range, deal 5x damage plus 5% max HP. I assume it's uncapped. Meteor Fall. At the start of every wave, crash a meteor. That's what this crazy thing is that is not letting me attack. Is that Black Hole. Unlock the Black Hole active. So that's what this was. So far, as a second unit, I think this is going to be the best unit overall, because I think you can get way more than this. And look, like, they're not even getting to it. Like, they have 20 billion. What is it at the start of every round? 25x. There's so much stuff. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. 25x. Good lord. And then there's this. Oh god. Oh. Gain up to 4 status effects mirrored from the enemy / units in range. Bleed. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what this is trying to tell me. So if someone in range has one of these, he gains Wind Shear plus Bloodlust. If someone has Bolt or Plasma, or Electrified or Bolt, you gain Plasma. Is that what this is trying to say to me? Like, what if okay, wait, let's do a test, because this guy is Shred. Okay, so yeah, that's what it's saying. So if you have any of these, it'll gain this. So here it'll gain Wind Shear plus Bloodlust, which I don't even know what that is. It doesn't even pop up when you go over it. Electrified Bolt, Plasma, like all the burns, the blue flames, all these to Despair, the detonation to Unstable. Hour of self-buffing. Hour of self-buffing? That's a crazy. For each second non-attacking, plus 10% damage. Cap plus 600%. The stack lasts 120 seconds after attacking or on reaching cap. If target mode is none and max damage buff is reached, switch to first. Okay. Let's use that. That doesn't do anything. Let's try this. That also has nothing. Interesting. Okay. All right. I think overall, this is a really good unit. Like, genuinely. Like, that meteor's hilarious. And he gains a bunch of, a whole lot of, like, passives and stuff. Like, this is like 10 things just in here. And then even more if you have like a bleed unit, a bolt unit, electrified unit. Like, he could get a lot going on, basically. All right, let's go on to the next. Okay, so the next unit that we're going to be doing is Shimon, which I believe, oh my god, that's just, oh wait, I'm gonna have to turn that off. Shimon, I think his name is. I haven't watched Gurren Lagann in a very long time. That's like a really old anime. But you can actually pilot this. I'm not gonna do that yet. Let's look at his stuff real quick. he has a really slow SBA. Like Ainz has a really slow SBA as well, or Ainz and Albedo, I guess technically, because it's a duo unit. Shimon, I'll just say Simone, will spawn with his personalized mech. That's what this is, obviously. The mech will automatically attack rather than Simone, which is weird. He has a thing here. I assume that's what the mech's AoE is, because as you can see, it does like a, yeah, it does like a big line. I'm gonna close that. Yeah. And his VFX is just punch, basically. It's basically just a punch. Every wave gain damage divided by 100 million spiral power, cap of 1,000. Okay. Every 100 SB. You know, let's do it. Let's upgrade while we're doing this. He's very high damage. Every 100 SB plus 2.5% range, cap of 50%. At 500 SB, gain exposed. At 750, gain negation. At 1,000, gain enhanced. I have no idea what enhanced is, but I'm sure we'll find out. That's a jump scare every time, I'm not gonna lie. Dismantled. Dismantled deal to... Wait, what? Oh, enhanced dismantled. Oh, bro, I'm blind. Gain enhanced dismantled. Deals 2.24x damage from 6 ticks. Slows by 5%. Each tick drains. Whoa! Each tick? 25 billion? Wait, that's crazy. Is this guy the meta? I don't know how long it'll take to get that. While players piloting Tengentopa attacks deal bonus 5% of 0.5% to 1% current HP as damage uncapped. While Shimon Digger himself is piloting, his bonus becomes 2 to 2.5% uncapped. I always love me some uncapped HP drain. Okay, let's see. Do I get a new attack here? Let's see. Oh, it does like a little full AoE thing. That's weird. It says his SBA will go down, but whenever you upgrade, it doesn't go down. And now it is actually full AoE. So, do you just not want to pilot it then? You know what I mean? Can you like see him in there? Like, I don't think you can. No, that would be too cool. Can't lie, bro. Get that out of here. Click on him. Anyway. Okay. Giga drill. Shoot out a drill that deals 10t damage to all enemies on the map. After the first use of this ability, gain blue flames. Anything new here? No. So how much power do I get per wave here? 243. Just see how that goes, and then we'll use it. I went to 65. Okay, it's like 22. Was that 43? I don't remember. Let's use this. Does it have a thing? No. Okay. Let's pilot. What happens? How do I attack? I'm clicking. I'm clicking and nothing's happening. How do I attack? Am I missing something here? Oh. I gotta turn that off. Am I missing something here? Why can't I attack? I just can't attack. How do I exit? Hmm. I don't know why I can't attack. Like I'm clicking like a bunch of buttons. And it's just not attacking for some reason. Oh, I guess he disappears when you get out, because I guess that's technically him getting in the mech. He's expensive. What? I died? What? How'd I die? Wait. I'm well, I died because actually I don't know how I died, but I died. But I wanted to just upgrade him real quick just to get him to like near last upgrade just to talk about it. I think this is one of those units where he like it feels like he's the only reason they made him like this is to make him good on the new mode. Because on most modes, you're not going to be like using this. Also, I still can't figure out how to attack with him. But I can just place him like right here and he attacks right there. That I think is really cool. That you can place him like at the beginning. Like that's pretty cool. But I think you're supposed to be able to like run around and hit like with him. Like I'd assume. I don't know. I think overall he's a good unit, but he's only good on like I guess infinite modes, right? Like the new Halloween Part 2 mode and infinite. Like I feel like you'll never get this 1000 power, which gives you this dismantled and this drain. Like this drain looks sick. Like I can't lie. But I feel like you'll never get that in like a normal progressive mode. And even with this is actually still pretty good. Like I can't lie. Uncapped HP. I don't know. I think this is you get this on placement. So that's pretty cool. But then again, the drains are more useful in like HP or in infinite modes. Though there are some bosses that are really strong that you could use that on. I think overall, it's a really good unit, just really expensive. Like I feel like you need like over 50 waves, right, to get this to max power. You need like 80 almost, I think. Yeah. Even without max power, he's still good. I think he's really good. I don't think he's better than Ainz though. I think Ainz is still the number one right now. All right, let's go on to the last one actually. All right, now we're on to our last unit. Goku and Vegeta. I don't know what form this is, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I haven't gotten through a lot of Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball in general. Well, I got up to like Dragon Ball Z and then I stopped watching after they were fighting Frieza for like 20 episodes, but that's a whole different thing. So what's going on here? Did my internet just go out? Oh my god. Holy moly. Okay, so my internet just did some craziness right there. Let's try and get through this. So this is like Goku and Vegeta. I don't know what form this is, but I do know you can fusion. So I only have that guy up because I need to upgrade him a little bit. Friendly rivalry. 30% chance to follow up its own attack. The follow-up deals 1.5x damage, is guaranteed to crit, and applies hemorrhage. Giant Ape Strength. Damage scales with total kills plus 1% damage per 10k kills, cap of 50%. Each attack grants plus 10% crit damage, cap of 100%. After reaching the cap, each attack reduces this bonus by 20% until the follow-up hits a successful follow-up. 20%. Buy 20% until follow-up hits? Oh, it's crit damage, not chance. Okay. So, because the follow-up's a guaranteed crit. A successful follow-up cancels the reduction and resumes increasing. Oh, okay. I understand it now. Okay. So we're gonna sell Eins so we can actually see the attack effects. Though we have been seeing them throughout this entire video. They are very obnoxious effects, I can't lie. That's just... You get a new passive and a new attack there. Oh god. Please, internet. Please. Why are you lagging right now? His damage seems alright. We'll just talk while this is lagging. His damage seems alright. Range is kind of meh right now. But this is also before we've fused him. Alright. Let's see what this is that he got. Shining Dragon Slam. Or no, Dragon's Roar Echo. Every 7th attack deals 3x damage in range, applying plasma off this multiplier and inflicting stun. So is that 3x damage in range like a full AoE, I guess? Or, well, yeah, obviously, but the plasma. Is the plasma full AoE as well? I'd assume. So let's see this. Upon activation, Warriors of Miracles fuse into Bogata of Miracles. Perfect. Requirements. Friendly rivalry has triggered 30 times. An enemy with more than 100x damage is in range. Can I do this? No, that's not more than 100x. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for the next boss. Oh god, and I'm lagging again. Alright, I'll see you when the next boss spawns. All right, we're back. So I was having trouble because you need to have, for the fusion, you need to have a unit that has 100x their damage. So I was having a little trouble with that, so I just equipped Naruto. So now we'll just go through all the passives here. All right, Giant Ape's Rage. This is basically just the same as the other one, but it's better. Because this was 50% before. And something I didn't mention is that this 10k kills is like, it's lifetime kills. So you need like 500k kills or something to get like the max like damage output from this unit. Because I don't even because I obviously don't have 10k kills, so I don't even get 2%. I think it's 500k, I don't know. Each attack grants plus 20% crit damage cap. Yeah, so this is literally just exactly the same. Okay, let's do Primal Fused Warrior. Gain a key meter. Let me do this. Why? Wait, what? Why is that? Is that this guy's attacks? No way that's this. Is this really his attacks? Let me turn that off. That's insane. No, wait. Oh, it's because I spawned the clone. Hopefully that helps me out a little bit right there. Gain a key meter. +5 per attack / follow-up. Drains 1 per second. Each stat grants 0.5% crit chance and +5% crit damage. At 10 key, ignore stuns. Instead, deal 50x damage in range, applying plasma off this multiplier. At 25 key, gain weakened and +10% crit chance. At 50, mocking taunt timer reduced to 30 seconds. At 75, plus 50% base damage to this unit summons. At 100, crit chance, minus 100% chance to super crit. Apply crit damage multiplier a second time. Summons no longer receive damage buffs. Those are redirected to this unit at 50% effectiveness. Okay. Mocking Taunt. Every 40 seconds, taunt all enemies in range for 10 seconds, cleansing their stuns and causing them to run towards this unit. While taunted, they take plus 50% damage. Reduced to plus 20% for nukes. After being taunted 3 times, the debuff becomes permanent for that enemy. Okay. Let's upgrade. Does he not have, or did I turn them off? Turn it back on. Nothing. Upon activation, summon after images for 60 seconds. Bogata of Miracles Perfect has a 5% chance to follow up the attacks of each after image. This unit and each of his clones deal 20x damage in range and apply blaze based off this multiplier. Oh, that's deadly for the computer. Oh my goodness. Look how many he spawns. Look how many there are. What in the world's happening? Wait. Okay, that's like the attack that was doing that, I think. I don't know, bro. Dude, I think those are like maybe the follow-up attacks. That's why it showed so many. I don't know. Wait, let's do it again. Oh my god. He's not even that strong, but like that's like crazy. Well, actually, he's doing decent damage. That's a little loud too. Ultra Big Bang. Brandon Ha. Bro thinks he's so funny. Why is Brandon Ha on my Bogata of Miracles? There's no way. Let's just max him out. Damage looks decent. He has good crit though. Like, so you definitely want to go crit tree. And remember, all these units have no like skill tree on them. No skill tree, no soul, no godly lead. Like, and there's no godly lead here also because I put him in second. So he could be really good. Oh yeah, if you had crit tree, this would be like almost 100%. So that would be really good. So I have a question about this. Does this like help his key meter go up faster or no? Oh my god, that is so crazy. Not particularly. He's kind of stuck at 80 right now. I don't know why. See, is there any new passes we got? No, but we do have this ability. Ultra Big Bang Brandon Ha times 100. I don't think that should be there, bro. I don't know why Brandon Ha is right there. Upon activation, self stuns for 30 seconds. During this duration, deal 300x damage and 1% match HP per second. Permanent changes. Now deal 0.5x damage in range every second. Permanent. Clones from 10x after. That's such a ridiculous name. Are now permanently active. Okay. Let's use that. What? What the heck's going on? Okay. I mean, that was cool. So when I use this, now those should be permanent. Oh my god, dude. No, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, so those should be permanent. Now, my question is, if I use this again, does it? Hold on, let me actually use this. Oh my god. If I use it again, do I get more? No, that's a tragedy. That would have been sick if I could just instantly spawn them. These guys do a lot of damage, honestly. So I think he's actually a pretty good unit, but he needs so much setup, you know what I mean, to actually use him. So again, it's like one of those units that you need like an infinite mode basically to get him there, because you also need a unit that has 100x his damage, or not a unit, sorry, you need a boss or an enemy to spawn that does 100x his damage. All right, so I think he's a pretty good unit, but he's just like, again, a unit that seems like it's created just for the like Halloween event that it's a part of, which, I mean, it's still good for that, right? But I think if they created the units to just be good units overall instead to be just good units for a specific event, I think it would be much more interesting. I think my favorite is Ainz, or my favorite would be Shimon, but I can't like attack with them. I wish I could attack. He did, like, when I go into the mech, like, it doesn't let me do attacks. So I mean, if I'm missing something, you can comment down below. Also comment down below which is your new favorite unit and how you were feeling about this update, because I think it's not as good as the first part. I'm not as much of a fan of the infinite mode style event, though it is way easier to get the currency. So I'm probably gonna go back grinding for that, get the skins and stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day.